Most guys chasing big shoulders are stuck at the same size for one reason, and it has nothing to do with genetics. They train wrong, not too little. Grab the heaviest dumbbells in the rack, swing them up using momentum, and call it a shoulder workout. That's not training shoulders, that's just moving weight from one point to another and hoping something changes. Abs can be lit from the right angle in a photo. A tan comes out of a bottle. Followers can be bought outright. Shoulders that actually look carved cannot be faked by anything. Today, Boof breaks down exactly how to build real ones, the right way, both in a gym and with nothing but floor space. The shoulder isn't one muscle, it's three separate heads working together, front, side, and rear. Train only the front, which happens by accident to almost everyone who benches and presses a lot, and the shoulder ends up looking unfinished, wide from the front, flat and narrow from every other angle. The rear head specifically is the most neglected part of most people's entire routine. First, the front delts, responsible for that forward bulge at the top of the chest. If Boof is already benching and pressing regularly, the front delts are probably getting plenty of indirect work already. To hit them directly anyway, Boof uses the overhead press, dumbbells, or a barbell. Either works. The common mistake here is setting the bench too upright, close to 90 degrees, which puts unnecessary strain through the lower back on every single rep. The fix: set the bench closer to 75 degrees instead. Press the weight up in a controlled path, elbows tracking low rather than flaring wide, and take a full 3 seconds on the way back down. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps, and using a Smith machine for the barbell version keeps the bar path locked in and safe without needing a spotter. No gym, no problem. Pike push-ups on the floor hit the same front delt through a similar angle, hips pushed high, hands under the shoulders. 3 sets of as many clean reps as possible. Second, the side delts, the ones actually responsible for shoulder width, the part that widens the whole frame. The common mistake is grabbing a pair of dumbbells and swinging them up using momentum from the hips. The problem is there's almost no tension left at the bottom of the rep, exactly where the side delt needs to be working the hardest. The fix: cable lateral raises solve this because the cable keeps constant tension through the entire range, including the bottom where a dumbbell goes slack. Stand sideways to the cable, lean slightly forward, core braced, and start with the working arm crossed in front of the body for an extra stretch a dumbbell simply cannot give you. Raise slow, control the negative even slower. One arm at a time for a better mind-muscle connection. 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. If the rep turns into a shrug or a swing, the weight is too heavy, that's the entire diagnosis. Nothing more complicated than that. No cable at home? Grab anything with a bit of weight, a backpack, or a couple of water bottles. Then lean one hand against a wall or door frame for support. That lean recreates the same constant bottom tension a cable machine gives. 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps. Third, the rear delts. And this is the one almost nobody trains on purpose, which is exactly why so few people ever get the full rounded look from every angle. In a gym, the reverse Pec Deck machine works well, chest pressed into the pad, arms sweeping wide, elbows leading the motion. 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. No machine? A standing bent over reverse fly with a pair of dumbbells does nearly the same job. Slight bend in the elbows, controlled tempo, no bench required. One bonus move worth adding either way: the face pull. Cable set at roughly shoulder height, pulled straight toward the forehead, elbows finishing high. Lightweight, higher reps, and beyond building the rear delt itself, it actively pulls the shoulders back into a better resting posture over time. No cable at home? A resistance band looped around anything sturdy does the identical job. And this is genuinely worth doing on nearly every single upper body day. Train shoulders directly once or twice a week. That's the frequency that actually drives growth without burying the joint in fatigue. Stay consistent. Add a small amount of weight or a rep or two whenever the current load starts feeling easy. Keep protein and sleep in check the same way we've already covered. This is also exactly what finishes off the V-taper we've already built the base for. Do that consistently, and the shoulders that used to slope flat off the neck start turning into 2 round-capped boulders sitting right where that flat slope used to be.